Alright guys, welcome back to another video by DailyBlades. Today we're going to be talking about a Chinese-made knife, and no, it's not your $3.99 junk knife that you find at your local flea market. This is actually from We Knife Company, one of the up-and-coming stars in the Chinese knife world, along with Stedman, Reich, Kaiser, Riot. I mean, there's tons of these guys that are over there that are, I like to think of them as just like us. They're knife heads. They want to build something of quality with good materials, and We Knives is no exception to that. During a little bit of my research, I actually found that they used to be part of Weya, or Way Knives and Tools and Company, and I'll put a link to that at the bottom here. But they have been around since, I think they said they founded it in 2000. So they've actually been making knives for quite some time. Their claim to fame is pretty much the same as what you see on the We website, that they're making, you know, knives and tools of high quality, and that they actually make knives for many famous brands throughout the years. And if you thumb through their their products, there's literally thousands of knives. I only looked at a handful of pages, but you can see where some of them have resemblance to Gerbers and Bucks and things like that. But every now and then you'll find a knife slipped in there that you can tell is just a little bit better cut of machining, of materials being used, blade material, and things of that nature. So I kind of believe that they've been on this route, for quite some time to produce something that can compete in the American market and have a viable spot as a mid-tech level knife. So without further ado, this is the We 606 CFC. This is the gray carbon fiber inlaid model. And I had been looking at We Knives for the last few months and following, some of my YouTubers that I really have grown to respect and appreciate their opinions. And I was hoping to see a little more feedback on these guys before I bought one. And it got to that point where I felt like, it was time to take a chance. And I have to say, so far, initially, I've been extremely excited over this knife and the quality that it has. So you get a nice little lined pouch. The hardware, as everybody I'm sure is familiar with, or if you're not, is proprietary hardware. It has this star pattern on it. They do give you a tool, if you have to take your knife apart for cleaning, adjustment, whatever the case may be. The only thing I would suggest is slide a little dowel through there, or an Allen key, or something that's going to give you a little more leverage, because if you're trying to spin it by this little ring here, lanyard ring, or if you're trying to grasp onto the shaft of the tool, you might rock off a little bit and end up actually chewing your hardware up. So, just make sure you got a good bite in your hardware and use something that gives you a little bit of leverage. Inside the pouch or box was also a little, cleaning rag that has their embroidered logo on it. So enough of the junk, let's do the knife. And I'll just kind of try and give you some close-up shots here. Really, really like the pattern in the carbon fiber. Looks really good. It's very, very well fit. I really have a hard time feeling where the titanium, obviously the textures are different between the two materials, so obviously you feel that, but as far as trying to find a lip or anything, it's very, very well fit. Titanium backspacer with a lanyard hole. Titanium pocket clip. See if we can get it to focus. Which that also has, their logo on there as well. It's cool purple anodized hardware. In my opinion, a great size flipper tab. It's not oblong or oversized or anything like that. Pivot has their logo on it as well. And also, I have seen and handled some of these other We knives, and I have to say their anodizing is just top notch. I know this is just the gray model, but I really don't know what they're doing different for some of the other makers. But their anodizing, to be able to get these almost like satin anodizing, yet it's so clear, is amazing to me. But here we go. Here's the action on the blade. And as you can see, this knife likes, like a light switch type flick to it. See that unique blade grind, especially on the tip there. Very, very cool knife. Fuller groove running all the way down. Little eye there. I don't think you could use it as a thumb stud. I know I certainly couldn't do it, especially with as strong a detent as the knife has, you know, but it looks good. I mean, that's really what sold me was this blade and handle, especially with the carbon fiber inlay, just the way it looked. I was contemplating getting the 608, the 606 you see here, or the 605 is the first one to try out. And I ended up going with the 606 purely because of looks. I really thought it was a sharp looking knife. I love the blade profile, the handles. It's a, you know, a longer blade, but it is you know, short in height, so it's slim carry, you know. So let's run down some of the specs real quick before I ramble on too much. Overall length comes in right at 8 inches. The blade length is 3.5 inches. You're looking at CPM S35VN blade steel. It is a drop point, obviously, as you see here. It's a flat blade grind, satin finish, you know, with the you know, like PVD type applied coating inside the groove and on the cutout there. Typically, I don't, let me take a double look. Yeah, I don't think you can switch it. I think it is right hand tip up carry only. Obviously it rides on bearings, and they are ceramic bearings, and so is the detents as well. So got a little bit of stuff on the blade there. Just, it's one of those ones I have a hard time talking about it because I really haven't spent a lot of time with it, but I'm just blown away by the looks of this knife. And the fit and finish is unbelievable. I mean, it's very, very symmetrical. The action is just super, super smooth. And this is still, you know, breaking in, obviously. Just so smooth. Such a solid lockup. I mean, and it feels great in the hand. They've got the jimping, at least for I've got fat hands, but they're, you know, a medium to large size. And the jimping where they've put it up on this thumb ramp on the blade is just perfect for me if I was to get into where I need this blade to pierce. So really, really comfortable. I don't feel any hot spots anywhere in the hand or nothing like that. So yeah, that's the WE Knife 606 CFC. And they have quite a few models in their line that I'm really interested in. So I should be getting a few different options that I'll be able to talk about on my channel and kind of give you an overview or review of. As well as this knife too. Once I have some time to carry it and, you know, use it for a little while and put it through some various tasks and stuff, I'll be able to come back and do an update video and let you guys know how it's holding up, you know, any things that I found that it was lacking in, or things I found it excelled, you know, beyond what my expectations of it are. So also, if you have any questions about this particular knife or any other ones you see on my channel, feel free to leave a comment or send me a message. But yeah, alright guys, thanks and have a great day.